Ciao Kyosho fans! So we have another one to come into the collection. This is the Kyosho's version of the Lamborghini Gallardo LP550-2 Valentino Balboni. And I'm going to assume the gentleman in that photograph on the left is Valentino Balboni, who is a test driver for Lamborghini. And so I'm going to guess he's been a test driver there for a while, and they respect the man, and Valentino asked to have a rear-wheel drive version of the Gallardo, which is this thing. And so 250 of these units were made between 2009 and 2013, and it dropped 30 kilograms of weight, and the engine's making 542 horsepower, and let's see, it's supposed to be able to go 199 miles per hour, and 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds. And then they also moved the transmission to the rear axle, some suspension changes, and some aerodynamic changes from the regular Gallardo. So that's what I learned about it on the internet. Okay, look at that. Looks pretty good. The wheels are different though. There must have been a couple different wheel options here. I just picked these images because it's the same paint scheme, orange and white stripe. But you can clearly now see that the wheels are different. Alright. Well, anyways, I think the overall shape is quite similar. I'm pretty happy with the casting. So let's see what other details that Kyosho got in here. So looking at the paint here, it's like a orange metallic. And it's got a white with a little bit of a gold stripe there on one side, so that's pretty nice. And then we got some blackout around the windows, and it's nice to see some engine detail. Granted, it's just plain black plastic, but I guess that's acceptable. It's a Kyosho blister pack, so I'm guessing it wasn't too expensive when new. I don't have the packaging though, so I don't know when it was made or what collection it comes from. But we got some raised up wiper blades painted black. The Lamborghini logo looks pretty good. Let's see if we can, how good it is. It's not bad. Well, I mean, I don't know if that's a bull or not. It looks more like a trapezoid or something, but it's pretty small. I mean, look at my dental pics, so I guess it's alright. The headlamps do look great. I mean, there's a clear lens, and then look at all the molded detail and the silver paint behind the lens, so that's really nicely done. I know that the front end here, these grills, these are shaped differently from the regular Gallardo, so that's some of those aerodynamic changes I guess they were made. Okay, let's see. The wheels here, interesting, they're a little bit swept, but unfortunately I'm assuming there should be air right there, but Kyosho blocked them off for strength. And it's also kind of weird to see, there's some lug nut pattern there, but there's nothing really in the middle. You would think there'd be a Lamborghini logo. There is on the real photograph. So maybe like they could have molded in a circle or something there, because it's just weird to see one flat surface of this shape. Alright, well anyways, we got some black paint in that little vent, so that's a nice detail. And then there's a little white for this marker, and then again a little more black paint here. Sometimes Kyosho skips the really small vents, so I'm glad to see that they didn't skip the paint there. And then there's some sort of printing there. Let's see if it's legible. Whoa, I wouldn't have guessed that you could read that, but it does say LP550. And I don't know what that thing is there. Maybe it's like a Valentino Balboni logo or something. Look at that orange paint, right? It's pretty nice. Pretty small flakes. So the windows have some black molding there. No silver in the mirror though. The rear end, nice thick lenses, and then there's some indication of some light separators, so that looks pretty good. This is a separate black plastic grille, fine mesh pattern. Lamborghini looks alright. And now we have some nice silver rimmed exhaust pipes that have a little depth to the middle of them, so that's neat. Pretty plain bottom, but nice treads, staggered tire width. Press fit together, might be an older collection. And yeah, the stripe is alright. It's a little messed up on this little wing, but the other ones, well, yeah, maybe it's a misaligned as well there too. So that's unfortunate. You can see there's a lot of molded in detail. It's just that Kyosho generally always just has black plastic, so it's really kind of boring. You know, you don't even really want to see the interior just being so dark, but there is detail in there. Okay, well, just looking over the paint and stuff, I don't actually see any like paint bubbling scratches or gouges, so the paint is actually flawless. It's only this tampo of the stripe back here in this part is a little bit misaligned. So unfortunately it's not a perfect model. It's pretty close. I'd give it like a 90 out of 100 because that is quite noticeable. But I'm pretty happy I have it. So I think it's time to maybe compare it to a couple other Kyosho Lamborghinis. So I do have this stock blue one. Yeah, so the front ends, you can see the grills are a little bit different. You know, it's more angular on the orange one. And also the top view is quite different as well. The engine is totally covered up on the stock Gallardo. And the tail lamps are different as well. So actually, there's quite a bunch of changes. You know, the regular Gallardo is all-wheel drive. The windshield wipers are molded differently, so it's a totally different molding. The mirrors are different. So that's what I like about Kyosho. They have many variations of a single name of car, and yet they'll make a totally different mold. So it's pretty neat. Yeah, dual exhausts on each side of this one, only one exhaust pipe on that one. So a lot of changes. Okay, I do have one other one. This is a Gallardo Superleggera. So this one's slightly different as well. So different shape to the inlets there up front. Yeah, the mirrors are different as well. And then obviously you got a rear wing on that Superleggera. But both of these have exposed engines. Well, not exposed, visible engines. What with the taillights? Yeah, alright, so these taillights still wrap around the top, these do not. Single exhaust pipe, dual exhaust pipe. These wheels actually look like they belong on that other car. Although again, maybe there was an option of different wheels. Okay, more venting on this one as well. A little front vent, no vent. The headlight shapes are totally different. Yeah, I didn't even notice that in the first go around. So, yeah, okay. Well, that's enough for comparisons. Today's video is about this one, so. Well, if you're a fan of Lamborghinis, the Gallardo, or Mr. Balboni, you might want to pick up one of these models. It's done by Kyosho. I think it's pretty nice. And I guess that's it for today. Thanks for chiming in.